Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Manny B Investing in BI, and we've got a Paribus video for you. It's been a little while since I've done like commentary, but I've been paying attention. I've been looking at everything going on. A lot of drama, a lot of business getting handled, right? We had a few calls with the team. I think there's another one coming up here pretty soon. And I've been seeing for the first time negative sentiment organically on X. And I wanted to address that. So first off, a lot of people are saying, oh my gosh, are you out of Paribus? Are you not making videos anymore? I am making videos. I released one the other day. I've been traveling. I've been exploring other things. I'm not on the ambassador team over there. So I kind of just, I live my life and I work on projects that I want to work on. That's what makes me happy. That's what I do. But I have a love for Paribus, and I believe that Paribus is a great idea. I still believe it's a good idea. I believe the team is marching forward to their goal, and I believe that they are going to achieve some success if they do some certain things that I believe will take them to the top. The price action right now is crazy. Now, for people, that are hodlers, there might be pain, there might be disdain, there might be some jadedness, bitterness, whatever. I sold my tokens, before the bear market came. I took my profits up in, the 3-cent range. That's what I did. I don't hide that. I am not this diamond hand hodler. I do have goals. I have moon bag goals. And I'm almost, there, right? I'm comfortable with my decisions, and you should be comfortable with your decisions as well. So let's talk about the price. Crazy, right? We set it to 90 days. Look at this. Kind of drooped under that 0.001. Down into the 7s, almost hit 6s. Well, yeah, we did hit 6.9. Nice. And kind of just went up and down a little bit and up and down a little bit. And it exploded over the course of, some days. Do I see this happening again? Yeah, of course I see this happening again. When? No one knows. It'll probably be a news event, something like that, or some milestones. So I do believe in packing a moon bag, and I got a moon bag, and I play around with trading and stuff with another wallet, and I'm not pressed. I feel like I'm good. And what I believe and what I feel, anywhere between 500,000 and 1 million tokens would probably be a good idea if you're shaky on the project. I mean, if you're a bigger investor, do your thing, but I'm really gonna come from the perspective of a regular guy, a guy that works at McDonald's and wants to change their life. I think they'll be able to do that with between 500,000 and 1 million tokens, and let this go for the long term. Lock it up, get to that point. However you need to. This is less than $1,000 investment. I believe that is doable for the shakiest of investors. 500,000 to 1 million tokens. I see the goal 3 cents, which isn't even the all-time high. You're looking at less than $200 million market cap in a bear market or a bull market. I think that's possible. I think that is something that is obtainable based on what the team has built. And I do believe that they built a really nice product. I was looking at it the other day, admiring its design. It's really nice. It is way nicer than the beta, the test net that they launched. It just looks really clean. It looks better than lending apps on EVM that have way more TVL than them and way more action going on in them. That's why I just believe that they just have a superior product as far as that goes. So that's what it's looking like. 1 million tokens, have a street value of less than $1,000 today with a potential value of $30,000. If you're working at McDonald's, Wendy's, you know, a job like that, and you're in crypto and you're looking to change your life, you don't want to risk your life to change your life. I think if you're interested in Paribus, 500,000 to 1 million tokens will give you some good results. So cut that in half. If you worked, you know, you're working a 9 to 5 and you end up getting blessed with market movement and you end up with 30 grand. Hey man, I think that's life changing for a person. Now, if you want to go crazy and you want to drop thousands of dollars, you know, do your thing, right? Let's say we do, I don't know, 3 million. Let's do 4 million. 4 million tokens. 4 million PBX. You'd be 120,000 at 3 cents. $200 million market cap. They don't even have to have a product out to hit that in a bull market. So I'm being conservative. I'm saying 3 cents is a way to go. Start really strongly considering taking profits. I always take profits. But for a moon bag, yeah, you know, if I feel like things might, you know, pump prematurely, maybe take profits, ride it back down, buy back in, get more tokens. But do that only if you at least have 500,000 tokens. But if you're big dog, you're big dog in it. Hey, that's what you're looking at, 120,000. But let's take a look at the post that someone posted in the Telegram. Let's blow this up so you can see it a lot better. So Thabit, which I want to say he followed me for a little while, maybe. He's showing up in my feed. He's followed by a lot of people. He despises Meld, despises our Dana. He was really big on LinFi and Indy, I believe, in AIG. So he's not, you know, just some random clown. He's a respected Cardano user. He has a lot of followers. He's a lot of interaction. I've interacted with him. He's interacted with me. He posted, until Paribus builds something on Cardano, don't give them money. Let the other chains they're starting on fund them. PBX. And that's fine. I mean, it's an opinion, right? See if we can see the replies. I respect the standpoint. However, you shouldn't undermine their work just because they are on EVM side currently in this crypto bomba. Rest assured, a more official announcement will be made about Cardano mainnet timeline fairly soon. They've never really been a Cardano project. They are a Cardano invested project. And he doesn't have to give them money, and neither does anyone watching this video or anyone that sees this video. You don't have to give Paribus money unless you think it's a good idea. That's on you. That's on the individual. I'm never going to tell you not to invest in something or to invest in something. I may make fun of things. I may say I'm not investing, but I wouldn't tell somebody else not to. I don't see this as FUD. You know, people, I don't like that in a community. I don't like people saying anything that, you know, disagrees with the common opinion of the community is automatically FUD. I feel like that's just goofy territory. Yeah, you know, do what you want with your money. I like Paribus. That doesn't mean you have to like Paribus. Crypto Bomba is definitely, he's from the milk community, so they're really about doing that. Anything negative about the project, you got to go. And it's just like, I'm just not like that. You don't have to go. I don't think you're a bad person because you don't like Paribus. I don't think you're a bad person because you're telling people that follow you not to buy Paribus. That's your deal if you want to do that. Solid work of advice. Something just doesn't sit right with me when it comes to them. The chart looks sus as hell too. Chart doesn't really have anything to do with the project. Cardano being used to fund on ARB. Well, they are vested in by Wave, which is the investment arm of IOG, I believe, or Cardano Foundation. So they are guided, funded by Cardano for the purpose of developing infrastructure that works on EVM. The entire point of the project is for it to be on EVM. They pivoted because they realized a lot of the community are, you know, what do they call them? Maxis, Cardano maxis, and everything has to be Cardano. I just don't carry that belief. EVM is a thing. It is not going anywhere. It has a ton of liquidity, and it has the capability of being very successful with very little marketing and et cetera, just because there's so much liquidity there compared to Cardano. Also, EVM is capable of doing different things that Cardano currently cannot do because EVM's been around longer. It's a more common language. Yeah, security is sketch, but that's just the way it is. People are not going to stop using it. I mean, we've watched billions of dollars get hacked, and the people have not wavered in their want for DeFi on EVM. It's not going anywhere, I promise you. And I said, I'd be fine with them providing liquidity for an index on Blue Shift. I'd keep buying and trading. So, you know, I kind of made a joke, you know, if they made some moves that allowed you to add value to the token, allowed you to easily get back and forth between Cardano and whatever EVM chain, and also my opinions on the EVM chains that they go to. I believe that Mokamada is a good opportunity, and I believe that Polygon is definitely a good opportunity. Arbitrum, kind of a flash in the pan. Not saying that Arbitrum's bad. Don't come for me, Arbitrum people. Arbitrum is fine, but I believe it had a lot of hype because of their token airdrop, and then it kind of fizzled out, in my opinion. I could be wrong as far as TVL and network, you know, volume and whatnot goes, but as far as sentiment goes, I'm not really seeing the excitement for Arbitrum anymore. Polygon, yes, Polygon. I see and hear about Polygon. I feel like a lot of the mainstream companies out there are going to be going to Polygon. I think Paribus is best to get on Polygon and do it with haste. And if they did it, you know, in partnership with Blue Shift, that would be super cool. But there's a lot of stuff that I actually want to make some more videos and compare Paribus with other platforms that I see as potential first targets for it, right? And let's continue on. You know what? I must agree. Fair enough. Highly suspicious. They'll be able to build anything. They built something already. A look at their website is all it takes to understand how far away we are from any kind of usable product. And this guy's just not in the know. He doesn't know that they have a platform up right now on Arbitrum. Just in anyone's pocket that can give them money. Selling hopes and dreams like Mel DeFi. I don't know who that is. Probably, I mean, they kind of know, oh, they no longer exist. Okay. That or they have me blocked. I was thinking, that was my thinking from jump. It's Cardano only for now, which is crazy. Cardano has very little liquidity compared to literally every other chain out there. But hey, do you know, be a maxi if you want. Very good take. I like it. I don't own Paribus. I've just some more Linnies instead. I don't know what that is. Facts. You have always the truth. Just little sad with your sell techniques, but you're good. Yeah, people we're talking about. So yeah, let's take a look at this person, this Anastasia. With they have the ADA symbol in their name. You know they're a maxi. So this is front end developer, Cardano, and Ergo investor. Cool. I've made a review about Paribus in July, and I got some support and some dirty comments about it. Absolutely ish project. Okay. Well, surely have no clue what you're talking about based bashing it on only design. I bet you can't even explain how their borrowing mechanism works for regular assets or NFTs. Did you try to borrow on it yet? Because if not, you are just talking ish. We will see where Paribus and PBX be with or without your clown reaction. Yeah, yikes. Well, anyways, let's take a look at this quote unquote clown reaction and see how bad it is. number one, hi everyone. I want to say right away that what I have written is my personal opinion and vision. It may differ from yours. Let's begin. And they got the little, a little front end review. Paribus, a cross-chain borrowing and lending protocol for NFTs, liquidity positions, and synthetic assets. Alrighty. 2. Oh, she called him out, tagged him and everything. Look, it's a cross-chain borrowing and lending protocol for NFTs, liquidity, synthetics, building on Cardano blockchain. That's not true. That's what is written on the website. There was some issue that people had with it's saying, I think it said like powered by Cardano or something like that. But I do not believe it says that they are building on Cardano on their website. I could be wrong. They could have changed it. Who knows? But I'll take a look and see if that's the case. 3, let's check Paribus history. In the beginning, this project was built on Ethereum and reached an all-time high of about 4 per 1 PBX on October 31, 2021, 2 years ago. Yeah, I was there. And it was not built on Ethereum. It was always to be Ethereum virtual machine. They never had plans on it being on Ethereum layer 1. It was always going to be EVM, and we didn't necessarily know what EVM chain. I think they were kind of holding that close to the chest to see where they wanted to go, whether it was Milkomeda, whether it was Arbitrum, or whatever's out there, right? So she's quoting price movement of a token in the beginning stages with no actual product out. So it was moving on speculation. It was definitely, and I took part in that 100%. And it worked out well for me because I sold the top. This token is listed on KuCoin and Gate.io, centralized exchanges, Uniswap, and Orion Protocol, Ethereum dexes, and also on MinSwap and WingRiders, Cardano dexes. Then this project migrated to Arbitrum, one of the new blockchains, and only then it came to Cardano. She's talking about the token and not the protocol. There's a difference. Yes, KuCoin, Gate picked it up. Uniswap, of course, they provided their liquidity there. And then they created a CNT version of the token because the community bugged and begged for it, myself included. I wanted to be able to trade it on Cardano. I know and always knew that it was an EVM project, right? She's trying to make it seem sinister, like they're like trying to just get money and they're reacting. All of this stuff did not just happen at, someone's thoughts. They talked about this. We debated this in the spaces, in the town halls, many of which took place on Telegram, which again did not provide a lot of transparency. It was something that you could go back in hindsight and say they should have picked a platform where that stuff would remain so people could go back and say, hey, we talked about this on this date, take a listen, so you can easily refute stuff like this. So moving on. 5, I'm not against migrations. AGIX migrated to Cardano, but I'm against 2, 3, and more migrations. Why? Some of the biggest protocols in crypto are on like 8 chains. That's when my paranoia kicks in. Why did the project change the ecosystem 2 times? They didn't change the ecosystem 2 times. It was always EVM. They had never planned on creating a Cardano native protocol because of the language just wasn't robust enough. And the whole purpose was to be EVM protocol, chain agnostic. What happened to its previous users' money? What do you mean previous users' money? Whatever they did with it. My money, I sold the tokens and took my money and invested it in other Cardano projects. And then back into Paribus later when the market bottomed. Why didn't they continue building in Arbitrum? That's not how that works. There's no Arbitrum language. Arbitrum is an EVM chain. You build on EVM Solidity. Then you can place those Solidity contracts on an EVM compatible chain like OP, like Arbitrum, like Polygon. I don't think this person really grasped the concepts of crypto at a grand level. They have a lot of the basics, but they're just not putting it all together. 6, we have 2 links that will give us access to the application and MVP in particular. Go to app and staking. Okay, what are you getting at there? There was a staking app that they built, again, at the request of the community, because I was there. We requested use case for the PBX tokens that we were buying and trading, because we were just trading speculation and some people wanted to hold and they wanted to be rewarded for holding. So they created the staking mechanism. So that ran. There were 3 different buckets. People locked up their tokens for X period, got their rewards. We moved on. And then there's a protocol. So that's what that is. Nothing sinister there. Go to the app. This part works on Arbitrum and supports only 2 wallets, MetaMask and Trust Wallet. Inside, indeed, there is a small list of assets, synthetic assets as well, that we can borrow, but I couldn't find lending. Is she talking about the testnet? No, that looks to be the mainnet. But those are they literally wrote blog posts about what assets they were going to start with. 8, what I like. Loading animation. Hover, active, and focus effects are done in one style, and they are there. Nice and easy interface. FAQ has a short and clear answers, especially tech related. I agree. I like that stuff as well. What I dislike. Not enough hints. Okay, it's critical for newcomers. Definitely, I agree. There is a language switcher, but there's not languages, just English. Okay, maybe they have that stuff coming. Add extra space in the bottom. No disconnect button. It's important for safety. Agreed. I like that. 10, staking. When I went to the staking page, I was stunned. My wallet asked me to change the protocol to Ethereum. What? For me, it's a red flag. Well, if you don't know what the staking application was, because it's currently, there's no staking going on right now. The site says we are building on Cardano. Ethereum, staking on Ethereum and the app is run on Arbitrum. It doesn't look cross-chain. Well, let's go back to point 10. Well, the staking thing. Well, the staking portion was on Ethereum because most of us were trading on Uniswap and KuCoin at that point, which were the Ethereum tokens. So if you wanted to stake, they were able to build a staking contracts on Solidity, just like they built the protocol on Solidity, and they were able to launch that on Ethereum mainnet. So we wouldn't have to bridge. So you could just pay the transaction fee, stake, approve, do the whole thing, and then you would accrue your rewards. That is over. So it's over. Should they take that off of their website? Yeah, I would say I'll probably take it off their website just to not confuse folks, because she or whoever this person is was not around when the staking mechanism went live. That was a long time ago. It's over. 11. It doesn't look cross-chain. More like an attempt to build something by taking a little bit from everywhere. It's just not true. Nevertheless, I changed the network and saw that the staking is closed and doesn't work. So my question is, why not deactivate, hide the link? Very good question. Very small detail. Probably overlooked because, everybody that's common to the project knows that the staking is over with. But newcomers would not understand that. And I can completely understand with point 11 why a person would get frustrated, would be mad, and would want to hold off. So this is a good tip. Number 11, just get rid of the staking app link. We don't need it anymore. And if you want to relaunch it, activate it at that point. 13, website. The site works and loads slowly. I opened it on my computer, but my tablet and cell phone could hardly load it quickly. I don't know what kind of tablet and what you have, what kind of internet connection you have. I don't think I've ever gone to it on my iPad to, pass judgment, but I'll check it out and maybe add some commentary. The following are different options then the menu items become the same color as the background. So, I mean, do you want them to build a really, really robust and nice website, or do you want them to focus on the protocol? I would say focus on the protocol. The website, actually, the website is beyond what typical Cardano projects websites look like. So trying to hit them on the website is kind of lame to me, especially given the websites of Cardano projects, which for the most part, they look like junk. Most of them are just clones of each other. So I'm not gonna really go in on the website. It's just an opinion. It's an aesthetic. Like, it doesn't really matter. But hide the staking app. That makes sense. I could agree with that. 13, the animation _ line behaves strangely. My guess is it should be under the selected section, but it doesn't seem to work properly. The quality of the icons is low. They look blurry to me. An icon has low resolution and eternal as well. You're talking about the website still. They're not, website developers. They're DeFi protocol developers. 14, roadmap. I have studied the roadmap for 2023. If all of this NFT borrowing integration with Metaverse and Paribus Pro will be done, the project is truly epic. The anticipated staking at DeFi is feeling interest in the project. Let's see if the team can do what it stated. I think they already did that. My personal opinion. I love cross-chain projects. If that is what they really are. Currently, it's not a cross-chain project, but something assembled from pieces of different ecosystems. Not true. The partnership with Chainport Bridge and DeFi and MusliSwap doesn't save the situation. I'd rather they not deal with MusliSwap. I'm going to have to look into that. That's yeek. The team is active on Twitter, running Twitter Spaces. They have an ambassador program, but it has little to do with development. I would like to see at least some functionality in the MVP and the ecosystem they declared in Cardano. I just don't. I must have missed that. I mean, I know that they're going to do something now, but historically, they weren't building anything on Cardano. That was never sold. So I don't know where she's, what she's talking about. 16, my wishes to the team. Finalize your website. Doesn't matter. Fix bugs. If she's talking about fix bugs on website, doesn't matter. Disable unnecessary links. They can be misleading. I agree with that. Concentrate on development and show a decent result. They are. They have development updates. I've been posting them for a while. If you have something to add, please write in the comments. I usually don't know everything about the project. That is clear. Let me know if you liked my review. I'd be happy if you find it useful. And some people responded. Great analysis. You deserve a bigger following. She still needs to do more homework, to be honest. I agree. Without doing a deeper, do your own research. How can you understand the project to emit opinions? Otherwise is a great start. I am sure in the future things will improve. Positivity from some, OG community members. I like it. At the beginning of the thread, I wrote that it was my personal opinion. Okay, so she's, people should do your own research. I understand that. Probably just my expectations that people could do a small effort. Yeah, it's like a lot of the stuff that she was bagging on was either like outdated information or just completely wrong information or something that they've already done. Thank you for sharing your analysis. But again, I ain't mad. I am not mad. Good review. Appreciate it. Learned some things. What things, for example? That it doesn't look cross-chain, but more bits and pieces. Also, the UI seems pretty bad. The UI is beautiful. I don't know what they might be looking at the mainnet beta. The new app looks smooth. I really like it. I'm on the fence for many of the reasons you point out, but also the exploit that occurred just 2 weeks after the launch and the mysterious total supply. They say 10 billion total, but I see 9.2 listed on ETH, 82 million on Arbitrum, 59 holders, and 10 billion on Cardano. Is that because of bridges? That's because of bridges, which I hate. 2.9 billion because they've been burning. But again, a lot of these people weren't around, so they don't know. But if they did a search on YouTube, they would find my videos if they want to watch them. Math looks crazy. There's no information that there is consistency within different blockchains. Now I'm against bridges as well because there is a lot of hacks. Like your analysis and feedback followed. These will help Paribus to be even better, I believe. Thanks. I am sad that you think so. I like your analysis, but from your 0.6, it just looks like you're fussing the project. Great research. Thank you. I wouldn't call this great research. Listen to this Cardano over coffee podcast. You don't have developers yet on the Cardano side, still in hiring process. I don't think they are sketchy, but not as competitive with the rest of the projects in the Cardano. Yeah, I feel like they're not really pressured. A lot of projects that have VC investment seem to be a lot more chill when it comes to marketing and things like that. I'm not really sure why, if it's just, the nature of kind of having that stability compared to other projects that just have to really be out there on some Hercules type stuff, just, going to war for those pennies. But this project, or many others like it, like Blue Shift, that have VC backing, they seem more chill when it comes to that. You kind of have to nudge them, hey, do more marketing. So not mad at them about that. She got a good response. A lot of people following along. This is a really good thread, not gonna lie. Very fiery, of course. For a small person, small amount of followers, very good interaction. I like it. But that was my commentary on it. Hopefully it lands in good grace and they can take the information that I shared and kind of do a little bit more research, or hopefully they did more research. But I actually think that recently they responded and said it was a ish project. Like, that's kind of harsh. If you're basing it on this research, I'm going to have to strongly disagree. And I'm really critical of all projects. I am no shiller. If they're messing up, they're messing up. If something doesn't work right, it doesn't work right. I can agree with a lot of the points that were made in this thread, but a lot of them were also just completely wrong. So that's how I see it. So this is good. I like seeing people have opinions on Paribus. Something is going right. Their name's out there. So yeah, keep at it, man. Keep growing and show and prove. Prove these people wrong, Paribus. I know you can. Make it happen, and we'll keep growing. Don't want to make this video too long, but I just had to get my thoughts across, and I'm going to continue talking about Paribus. I've got some other things to cover that I've talked about briefly in this video, if you caught it. But wait for that next video. I'm going to be talking a little bit more about some stuff that I've seen in the community that I'm not a big fan of. So make sure you keep it locked. You hit that like, you hit that share, you subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.